So what's wrong, buddy?
I can't find another apple juice.
Why did you ask for help?
I didn't.
Oh no. Maybe that's why you're crying in the yellow zone?
Yeah.
Hey there, welcome to this video. This video I'm excited for. This is the video on these zones of regulation. I love the zone of regulations. I have twin sons of autism, in case you didn't know, and till this day, it is a great impact. It's a nice, beautiful visual aid, just showing the emotions, the experience rather, of what we're going through, mentally and emotionally, to help advocate for ourselves and each other with that. And with autism, there is some challenges there as far as verbiage, just expressing themselves. I even have a video included that I'll play later on. During this presentation, I created this presentation myself, and that little video I'm going to play is one of my sons, because with twins, if it's not one, it's the other, so one of my boys had a challenge moment, and he was in the yellow zone crying a bit. And I'm going to show you that just to demonstrate how we practically use the zone of regulations almost every time one of my sons are facing a challenge. So let's get started with the presentation. So as you can see here, this is the zones of regulation. The creator is Leah Kuipers. I'm so thankful for her because I love the zone of regulations, as I said, and I just can't express that enough. So in the first slide, we have a visual expression aid for individuals or children we care for, or even for ourselves, just having this zones of regulations chart. The practice of following the zones framework and expression can help control emotions. From then on, regardless of the situation or experience, we can regulate our minds to a content space, or the green zone. Let's first learn of the zones, followed by the benefits it can provide. And before we even start just learning of the zones, I just wanted to say that I came across the zones of regulations with my sons back in 2020. They had started occupational therapy, and at that time, they barely express themselves. They just did immediate verbiage saying I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, that's it. So we were introduced to the zones of regulations there, and in the kindergarten special education classroom, they had these zones of regulation as well. So we already adapted to it, my wife and I then, and we even have the charts, as you could see in our home, just next to them on the walls there, as a little visual aid for them while they're doing schoolwork and they're doing their courses and they might have a challenging time, etc. So it's also good to have a nice little printout, if you get it laminated as well, but have a little printout in your home, it'll help. We'll see how. Next slide, the blue zone. So I wanted to start chronologically as the way it is in Leah's charts. So the blue zone is the zone in which the mind is suppressed and pleasure is low as a result of feeling very sad or possibly sick. So this is, having the blues, right? It can also feel, highly unmotivated or lethargic. So, that speaks for itself. Just having high expectations for them, for the individual or yourself even, without regarding why you feel this way. What can you do to get regulated back to a more content space? How can you be content in the blue zone to feel in the green zone? All these different methods that you could visualize in your mind. It's very helpful, The red zone, an extreme state in which the mind is agile and strong, intense emotions. Behaviors in particular in this zone include the following. So we have anger, of course, because you're red with anger. The chronic terror And people think that this is just blue zone, I'm scared, or yellow zone. But when you're just seeing a sight of something that makes you feel faint, that is messing with your vagus nerve and is triggering a response, that could also be part of the red zone. High anxiety, shouting, and of course physical reactions. So hitting, throwing stuff, slamming stuff. That is the red zone. So that's really important because speaking and experience firsthand with my sons, when they refer to these zones, they actually say, I was in the red zone, but now like I'm feeling better. So they're taking accountability already right there and emotional intelligence. So it goes a long way just being mindful of these zones. The yellow zone, the zone in which the mind is in a heightened state, but more mild than the red zone. So in this zone, it's associated with the emotions the following. So you have frustrations, you have some stress, anxiety, excitement, and even silliness. So these zones, especially for children like my sons, they get caught up thinking that the yellow zone, the red zone is bad. It's bad. And it's not bad. You know, it's not bad to feel a certain way. There are times in life where you're going to feel in the yellow zone, in the red zone. That's okay. Especially with excitement. A lot of times, us as adults, we have that child state of mind, that primitive fight or flight response, where when we're excited about something, to commit to doing something, that excitement, it discourages you because you feel the same response as stress or frustration or some anxiety there, and you get lack of motivation. You don't want to pursue it because of that excitement. And there's just this counselor personally that I know that she created the term skiting. You know, when you're scared but excited, the feeling skiting is okay. It's valid. And I love that because that excitement, you could tell your children, hey, you're in the yellow zone right now because you're really excited. You're shaking up. So they won't see it as a bad thing, you know? And finally, the green zone, right? Green. Everything is flourishing, growing. Pun was intended for the presentation of the beautiful grass stairs there because you're thriving inside. You're feeling this state of calmness where there's a control in your mind. You're in control. There's a sense of control. And the individual or persons feel content, happy, focused, and ready to learn. So you just want to go about life. And if you're in the yellow zone, as I said, or in the blue zone, because of these different experiences you're going through, if you could find a sense of calm during those moments and say, I feel this way, you know, this is causing me to feel like this. I'm intimidated by this, so I feel like this. If you feel this state of acceptance with that, you're going to be green within those yellow or blue zones, or even red zones. But I'll just say more on the yellow side, because red is just like, you're done for the moment. But yeah, the green zone, I feel like could coexist with the yellow zone and the blue zone. So here are the zones of regulation benefits. We have the reoccurring experiences. And let's go over that context. We have a struggle with communication, failure to ask for help or guidance. And that's a struggle that my sons go through all the time. Feeling shameful for past actions. Very detrimental for children, especially. Poor emotional regulation skills. Really important. Cycles of frustration, miscommunications, and misunderstandings. And that comes from the poor regulation skills. It comes from feeling shame and all these different things, or throwing shame, or gaslighting, right? That cycle, it happens. You procrastinate, you don't get nowhere. You struggle and you obsess over your shadow side, whatever it is. That happens when you're not mindful of what you feel, what zone you're in. And finally, poor choices made leading to regret, challenges, etc., leading to further dilemmas in life. So I kind of did that in order, and that's just like the lowest way you could go. Both the zones practice, again, experience firsthand, but also referring to the Zones of Regulation website and their official YouTube channel. You have effective communication. You have active listening skills. Look how simple it sounds, because it begins to feel simple. Honestly. Thoughts and emotions can be described and understood. So back in my last video that I recently posted with the parenting tips of children with autism, their meltdowns, their challenges, or any child, ADHD, whatever it is, any child, neurotypical even, you want to go about by asking closed questions. You know, thoughts and emotions could be described. You could help them and say, are you sad? What zone are you in? Is it because of this? Can we make it better this way? Can we make it better that way? And if they're coming back to you, if they're getting regulated, you could say, what can we do right now to feel better? Or you could reassure them, hey, here's a solution, let's do it, and I promise you'll feel better. You know? A healthier lifestyle leading to better health. So beautiful and so important and so true. Improved social skills. That's a big one with the zones practice. Sensory enhancement improved. Improved emotional intelligence skills. And finally, with all those different skills, we have self-love, we have self-compassion, and then we have room for that in our minds. It has a presence in our minds, and we'll start to demonstrate that to others. Because as I said in my last videos too, when you have self-compassion, when you have self-love, it's so much easier to just give it out to other people rather than fawn and give it and you just don't feel that way about yourself, you know? So I'm going to share that little clip right now of my son having his challenging moments, and then we'll return right back just so I can share a few words from that experience. So here it is. So what's wrong, buddy?
I can't find another apple juice.
Oh. Why did you ask for help?
I didn't.
Oh no. Maybe that's why you're crying in the yellow zone?
Yeah.
So you forgot, right? To ask for help. Remember we said that not asking for help, no talk, is like yellow zone. And we don't want you to get in the yellow zone, right?
No.
Do you want to be in yellow zone?
No.
Daddy doesn't want you to be in the yellow zone. And I know Mommy and Lucas wouldn't either. So tell me, what do you think you should do next time?
To get another apple juice.
Yeah, but if you can't find it, what should you do to not be in yellow zone?
To ask for help?
Yes. That's what you gotta do, buddy.
Oh.
You gotta ask for help. Because this is a silly way to feel sad crying. You don't want to cry for this. That's nothing. That's a small, easy problem to fix. Remember, sometimes being in that yellow zone, it's okay to be a little bit sad or afraid, excited even. But you can't cry for that. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, we could help you out with that. We could find another one. Daddy didn't know, and I'm sure Mommy didn't know that you was trying to find apple juice all by yourself. and I found you in here by yourself, crying. We can't have that. Okay?
Okay.
Remember the chart, the drawing that we did where we say ask for help so you guys can remember, okay? Alright, so wipe those tears. And you know where there's probably more? It's probably more that's not in the refrigerator because you guys got the last one before. So it's probably in the floor over there in the kitchen. The pack of them. So let's get it and see, it's an easy solution, an easy fix, okay? So shake it off. Ooh, go like this. Ooh, yeah. Shake off the yellow zone. Shake off the sad. And deep breath. Stretch your arms. You gotta laugh. You gotta give me a beautiful laugh to get out the yellow zone. Wahoo Dory. There we go. Wahoo Dory. Wahoo Christmas. Show the people on YouTube the apple juice. Yeah, there's the apple juice. How you feeling now that you asked for help?
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, look. I saw something right here.
Oh, look at that boy. He's relaxed, talking, and all happy. And this happened within 2 minutes. After the small little reminder lecture I gave him, 2 minutes later, I explained that the pack ran out, got him more, and he is already in the green zone, already regulated in a calm, happy state. Right, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the apple juice going up because I almost dropped it on the floor.
Yeah, you gotta put the straw more in and drink it.
Like this?
Mm-hmm. Mmm. As you saw, I had the camera off on the side. It was there on the tripod for a while. I kind of had a stage there just in case if anything would happen. I could always just move it a bit to another room, another area. Just so that way they won't see that I'm actually recording either one of them to give them embarrassment. But I wanted to just, make my space vulnerable and share that moment just so that way I could create that engagement with you that's viewing this video, just so you could see how easy a child could just feel frustrated and cry about something and be sensitive, and rather than bashing them and telling them to toughen up and throw in the gender profile there especially, you want to just really advocate for the experience, rather than the title or the label. So that's why I shared that video. I hoped it gave you that idea, as I mentioned, and that's pretty much it. Again, in this last slide, thankful for the zones. A big thank you to Leah Kuipers for the zones. It has been and continues to be beneficial to my twins with autism. And you can find the official channel on my description of this video as well. And share your experiences. Leave a comment. That would be great. Later on, as people watch these videos and come across my channel, they'll read your testimony and you might help somebody. You might help a family get through an experience and practice these skills, and maybe more descriptive experiences could give a better insight for them. And yeah, subscribe to my channel, my social media. You can find that in my About tab and my YouTube. And yeah, I hope this presentation was good. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. And I hope you tried out these zones of regulation. Again, you can visit thezonesofregulation.com, so you can see more stuff there and even more material and resources that they have in that website. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much, Leah. My boys love ear zones, and I'm sure many families do as well. I wanted to make a video about it just to spread it out there more. So take care, and I send you my love in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.